that our parents also have a life.
Correct.
We tend to just think that, oh, they are our parents and that's it. You perceive your parents have to be with only each other and they don't
Correct.
have a life of their own. So I guess that outlook also needs to change. Like, you need to see human beings as human beings first and give them that privilege to be themselves. Conveniently, people play the script in their day-to-day lives,
Yeah.
and they forget. Like cats and dogs, man. I'm 28, he's 4 years elder to me. We still fight like we are 10 years or 12, 10 and 14. Like, we literally fight like that. जब तक गिरो नहीं तो उठने का फायदा नहीं है. So, and वो feeling नहीं आती सही. So I feel when you break down, you only come back stronger. And I think I have done that. And
I want to get married.
I know.
I genuinely want to get married.
I want to hook you up with somebody. I'm
Yeah.
not finding the correct person.
Yeah, I mean, if I get the right person, I would waste no time. I would love to spend my whole life with that person and genuinely do. So I'll meet a guy, yellow sindoor और भर दो मेरी मांग. I'll just do that.
एक चुटकी सिंदूर की कीमत सॉरी.
तुम क्या जानो रमेश बाबू. एक चुटकी सिंदूर हर औरत का सुहाग होता है. रमेश बाबू.
We feel comfort. Oh, hello. Don't get away on my account.
We'll just do the next question. Some people live on the surface, and then there are people like Nikita who feels everything. She's bold, brutally self-aware, emotionally fluent in a world that still calls it weakness. We've known each other since forever, and trust me, this is not going to be another sugar-coated episode. This is going to be real, savage. It's about what happens when you stop pretending and start living. So Nikita, welcome to Non Stop Bakwas with RG, where there's masti, masala and a little bit of madness.
Thank you, RG, for having me here. I mean, I was looking at your podcasts and hoping, when will I get that call? Will I be, enough for you, like enough excitement for you to get me on? But then finally you've called me, so I'm thank you for having me and I can't wait for what's in store.
This is going to be exciting. So let's start.
Yes.
So Nikita, let's talk about something that people are not very comfortable talking about. You've seen your parents get separated. When was the first time you realized that something is definitely wrong?
So, honestly, speaking, Ritika, like for me, a lot of people over the years have asked me or tried to say sorry or, things like that. My reply to everybody has always been so. Because for me, my parents splitting has nothing to do with me feeling sad or me feeling happy, because I have a very different outlook towards things. So for me, it's more about, my mom loves me, my dad loves me, and I have two wonderful, beautiful homes to be a part of. So I've always looked at things like that. So it never really, affected me in that capacity where I would like, oh, what has happened to me? Because it never felt like something was happening to me directly. Of course, we don't stay in the same house like my mom and dad, but the trips don't stop. Like the visiting each other, or like, we're going for trips together, like me or my brother, or mom, like me, my brother and my dad. So I think that's not changed. When you ask me when did this happen or when did I realize, I guess right? When you're like living together, you kind of know when things are not working out and when things are not going to move ahead. And another thing, my parents have been very honest with me from the get-go and with my brother. So it was not a hidden fact that, oh, one fine day I was in the dark and suddenly something changed.
Correct.
So I always knew what was happening, and things are not going to work out for whatever reasons that things didn't work out, but it never affected me. So yeah, I guess my outlook is always, one should, and if anyone out there is trying to, is looking at this podcast and wants to get inspired, they should always see your love for your parents and your parents have towards you. I guess that will keep you strong and that will give you the encouragement that you need. I guess you are not the victim, so that victimization has to go away. I think. Yeah.
So, but you never felt like a victim in the initial stage also? Like, were you that emotionally matured that time as well? That you were like, it's fine, my parents are getting divorced? Or is it the upbringing or your parents, making you that emotionally strong? Is it that?
So I feel today, Ritika, any relation, it doesn't come with a foolproof plan that this is how it's going to be and this is how it's going to last, right? So when the marriage didn't work, of course, my parents have brought me up in a way that I look at things like that, or I maybe have the emotional maturity to deal with it in that capacity. So like I said, there's no guarantee to any relations today, right? So when the split did happen and all of that, I guess it never hit me hard, or it never went in the capacity that now what and what am I supposed to do, is because it, like I was saying, it was very transparent from the get-go. So it was not something I was thrown into.
Correct.
I knew about it. It was not something that I didn't know. So I guess I would obviously give the credit to the upbringing to kind of make me the way I am, and kind of give me this thought process. Maybe back then I was not this assertive in the sense that how I'm being able to voice out my opinions. I would not be able to, articulate it this well into words as I am right now to you, or I have been over the years. But back then also it didn't affect me, because nothing changed for me, like nothing changed apart from us living in the same house under the same roof. Nothing changed beyond that. So yeah, honestly, it didn't affect me even then.
Were there people who were like कि oh my god बेचारी, मतलब उसके मम्मी पापा सेपरेट हो गए तो कितना ऐसा लोनली फील होता है? कुछ लोग भड़काते भी होंगे कि हाँ अब तो मम्मी पापा तुमको बोलेंगे चूज करो, या तो मम्मी या तो पापा. Were there people like that?
So भड़काने के लिए तो कोई भी नहीं था, honestly. But there were people who would come to me in school and say, sorry, we heard about your parents, and sorry, are you okay, and things like that. And I was like my answer to them, like I started, was so like what has changed? Like why are you coming saying sorry to me? Because I don't like sympathy. I don't want it. I don't want it from anybody. So give me empathy. I get that and I respect that and would always want that. But yeah, there were people who did come and like, we are here for you. And my teachers probably in school try and get things out of me and be like, you can talk to us. We feel there's more. And I was like, there's honestly nothing. What do I come and tell you? Like, there has to be something. And if there were some things that I wanted to talk about, the doors were always open from both sides, be it my mom or my dad. So I would go say whatever, talk about whatever, ask whatever. So I never felt ki, oh shit, why am I at the brink of all of this? Like, why is this happening to me? So yeah.
But I'm so happy that your parents were not the one who said ki you have to choose either it's me or dad, because there are some separations that are so worse and so pathetic that the children have to choose. They're unaware also ki they're like what the f you guys are separating? I thought we're going to be a happy family together. One is that, and the other thing is that they giving you choices ki nahi ab to tumko Asian ko choose karna hi hoga, either it's me or her. So I'm so happy that didn't happen, because it would have been a next level trauma then.
So I'll tell you, my outlook here is, Ritika, that we forget over time when we become a little older, when like as kids, we forget that our parents also have a life.
Correct.
We tend to just think that, oh, they are our parents and that's it. Like I've seen this at large, when people talk. So I feel you need to remember every individual today is a human first, and they get to make their choices as to what works for them, what doesn't. So, I feel it's very selfish on certain families or kids or, maybe elders to kind of say that, no, you have to be together for the sake of the bachas, as they, put it out, or you have to be together because it's the correct thing to be. I don't like to live by the norms set out by the people. I feel I treat my parents as human beings first. I feel they get to choose what they want, and like you were saying. So I guess it's very important to look at your parents like that. So automatically it'll help in the process of understanding why two people can't be together or why two people aren't together, and how it doesn't impact you. you know, because a lot of people will try and like the kids themselves will try and tell their parents that, oh, don't do this, and why are you doing this, and you're leaving me, and you know, these kind of things I've heard or understood from other people that have probably come from broken homes, or I don't like to call it broken homes. It's honestly two beautiful homes, but just to kind of make sense of what I'm trying to say. So, you know, I would just like to tell them that honestly, not really. Like, it's better having those two houses as opposed to that one when people are not happy. They're
Correct.
just in it because you want to see them like that, and you perceive your parents have to be with only each other, and you know, they don't
Correct.
have a life of their own. So I guess that outlook also needs to change, because today a relation beyond time might not work, and that could be for anybody, be it a 1-year relation, a 10-year relation, a lifetime together. It could be anything. So I just feel that you need to you need to see human beings as human beings first, and give them that privilege to be themselves.
Makes sense, like 100%. I mean, this changes the whole outlook. Like, there are people and their kids who like कि नहीं, मेरे मम्मी पापा मेरे ही मम्मी पापा है.
हाँ, मतलब
और मतलब वो ना किसी और से शादी कर सकते हैं, ना they can get in a relationship with someone after getting separated also, and they act as if they own them. कि नहीं, आप फिर से शादी नहीं कर सकती, ऐसे कैसे कर
And they
लोगे?
put guilt in them.
Yeah.
They like try and like, you know, use him like the victim mentality.
Yeah.
They try and basically do all of that, and नहीं करना चाहिए यार.
It's not fair.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
not.
If you are allowed to live your life, similarly they are also allowed. अब मान लो कि they tell you that you can't get married because मैंने तुम्हें पैदा किया है पूरा और मैंने तुम्हें पाल पोस के बड़ा किया है, पढ़ाया लिखाया है, तो don't get married.
And imagine these kids who come up later, only these particular kids who stop to come and say that, oh, you don't let me do what I want
Yeah.
to, you don't want me to get married to this person, or you don't want me to probably go out and come, you know, stay out till late. So I feel, you know, these very conveniently people play the script in their day-to-day lives.
Yeah.
And they forget.
The audacity.
But live and let live is only for them and not for
Yeah.
anyone else. So I feel
It's insane. But tell me, I think you were in class 7 when all these things
about
happened. 7 or 8.
something like
Yeah.
that.
What, you have an elder brother
Yes.
also. So what role did your brother play over here for you? Because I'm sure, I mean, class 7, 8 में उतनी emotional maturity तो नहीं आती है. उस समय your elder brother must have played a very major part where he must have made you understand that nahi Nikita, matlab this is for good and this is really for family's well-being. What was his role?
So his role, he's 4 years elder to me today. So he is obviously my emotional or whatever. He's my backbone, right? Like we fight like cats and dogs today, but I mean, dare anyone mess with him? Like we're very protective like that of each other. His role back then, honestly, it never came to a point, like I was saying, for both of us to have that think, oh, you know, this is for the well-being, or you know, this has to happen, and you know, it's okay and things like that. It never went there because our parents from the get-go were saying these things and were very open about it. So it never got to that capacity. But of course, any situation today that I am dealing with, we might not sit down and particularly, you know, word it out as to, okay, no, this, but we'll talk around it, or we'll talk about things, and he'll just be there. You know, he's that solid support who's there, and I feel I'm there as well. So, you know, as I was saying that, you know, women, I feel, are more mature also. I would like to take that upper hand. He will kill me once he sees this, that I'm saying all of this. But I feel, you know, I feel women look at things more differently, because I guess our mind also works so layered.
Yeah,
you
correct,
know, like
correct.
So I feel, I guess we both were each other's support system throughout, be it then or be it today. Like, you know, we fight also if the other person's trying to, you know, be too much, ki, oh,
Yeah.
what happened, are you okay?
Yeah.
We get irritated and we'll fight
course.
with each other. But dare anyone else come in the mix, they're going to be like, you know, why are these two mad people suddenly fighting with me? And the fight between them is resolved. So we'll take each other's case, we'll say random rubbish, you know, my friends are coming, he'll bully me. His friends are coming, I will tell all the stories and try and bully him. So it's a very candid
Sweet
type.
sibling relationship.
Yeah, and we
typical.
fight like cats and dogs, man. I'm 28, he's 4 years elder to me. We still fight like we are 10 years or 12, 10 and 14. Like, we literally fight like that even today.
That's insane. But tell me, post separation.
Yeah.
How was your mom and dad towards you? Like, your life didn't change. It was just like you just have two separate,
Yeah.
two houses now,
Yes, yes.
where you can just go and chill anytime. कि अभी आज ऐसा हो गया तो यहाँ चले जाते हैं, वैसा हो गया तो यहाँ चले जाते हैं. But you guys live with your mom particularly, right?
Yeah.
And is it because of any particular reason, or it's just that you guys want to live with your mom?
It's just that, right? Like, I feel dad keeps coming to Cal. He's here, like, now it's reduced because there's work pressure and stuff. But like, he keeps coming to Cal, say 3 times or 4 times a year, and then he'll come for like longer durations. You know, like particularly for my birthdays, his birthdays, and you know, then maybe December,
Yeah.
for that New Year, that
Yeah.
period. So he'll keep coming. We'll visit, you know, him in Allahabad, and you know, we'll also go for trips together. So yeah, not a lot changed like that. We stayed with mom because it just was like that. You know, it was something that probably was how it, you know, it never was anything different. So
Makes sense. And you guys hang out with your with your dad. Like, how is it with your dad? Like, what is your relationship with your
oh,
dad?
super chill. I think dad and I gossip about everybody.
Yeah.
All the relatives, you know, groups, you know, there are family
Yeah.
groups of like the paternal group and who said what and, you know, what's happening. And then we'll like kind of, you know, intersect all the conversations. Then dad is like super smart. So like I will keep getting gyan from him about maybe share market, you know, or we'll discuss at length about work. Like he's into real estate and construction and all of that. So I keep asking him questions about, acha, you know, how do you do this, or you know, what are the kind of people you need for this, or so it's a mix of everything. Like obviously, like I'm pampered silly from both my parents, but at the same time, it's a very chill relation. We also, you know, we'll maybe on birthdays or events and stuff, we'll probably get drinks together also, or yeah. So it's a very open, chill equation. Though dad is thoda more. You know, ki, oh, you know, are you like, you know, don't have to do too much, and you know, make sure you're okay, and you know, take care, and like he's more like, you know how dads are,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He's more like,
No pressure type.
yeah, he's more like emo about
Yeah.
it, ki, or you know, I'm there, and you know, things like that. But yeah, apart from that, it's all chill.
This is beautiful. I mean, the fact that you know, there's separations that are really tough for the family.
They are.
For
So,
the family.
Absolutely, and I don't want to take away from anyone who's
Yeah.
dealing through a rough time, because it can be.
Yeah.
I have lucked out because of probably my surroundings and my upbringing, from my parents, support from my brother, my extended families, both sides. So I've lucked out probably in the way we approach things, or how we've been, you know, how our thoughts have always been. Like we've been given that space to be ourselves. So this was not like any decision today has not been an imposition of sorts. So you know, I guess I'm very thankful and grateful
That's
for.
right. Yeah, genuinely. This is beautiful. Now tell me about what you used to do. What are you doing right now?
So right now, Ritika, I'm on a break of sorts, at crossroads, basically, essentially figuring out what I want to do next. What I was doing before this, I've hustled my way around a couple of jobs here and there. You know, worked at the event sector, marketing, client servicing, that side of things. And I really enjoy my work. I feel I can't sit idle, I lose my mind. Why I essentially left is because you know, a couple of things happened, in the sense I had hurt myself. I had dislocated my knee. So this one of the jobs I was working at, I had to shift back. I was staying in Bombay at the time. I had to shift back because I was on a bed rest situation and things like that. kind of got out of it but hadn't fully recovered. I was still not being able to walk straight. And you know, there's a huge connection between your mental and your physical health, because when your physical health is off, your mental health is off. You don't realize it, but you've taken so much stress and fear, because I was living in fear. So I shifted back to Bombay. I got another job. The job didn't work out because expectations weren't set right in the sense of what the role was supposed to be. But at the same time, emotionally and mentally and physically, I wasn't ready to be there. Like, be there in the sense, be in Bombay on my own, survive life. I don't think I was completely ready, because any chance of coming back home, I would take it. A function that I could have missed, no, I was like, no, I have to come. So, you know, I would take that opportunity of keep running back to home, like comfort. So that also could be one of the reasons maybe why I took a hasty decision of leaving my last job. Obviously, the primary reason was that it was rolled in a line at all. It was not what was set in terms of the expectations. But one of the bigger reasons which I realized over time was I was living in fear. You know, Ritika, like Bombay, I was not being able to cross the road. And we all know how Bombay is. You need to be on your toes and fast. And I was scared to cross the road. I was, you know, I was not being able to cross my legs and sit. And like basic things, you know, bending was an issue. So like, you know, a couple of things started happening, and that time I was just like, you know, push through. But then later I realized that I was not ready. I hadn't healed. Physically also, I needed a little healing, and mentally definitely, because took on so much of fear that every step I took, I thought I'm going to dislocate my knee again. And this is happening to me for the second time after 7-8 years, the knee dislocation. So it was traumatic because I have dealt with it in the past. So when this happened again, I didn't realize that I started becoming a different person. Like, I was not being myself, and my friends started noticing it. Family, of course, started noticing it. I started noticing, because I love analyzing self and doing, like, you know, doing the works of why, what, and all of that. So started noticing there's something clearly different. Certain things came with it also, right? Like, I gained the weight, and you know, things like that started happening. And that affected my confidence a little bit for the first time in my life. I have always been a very confident person, super chill, no fucks given personality. But for the first time, it started affecting me. Like, my confidence was a little shaken. And when that happened, it scared me. I was like, bhai,
this is not Nikita.
Ye nahi chalega. Like, literally, I mean, I would also like to say yes, like my family, my friends also did play a major role in making me aware. But I was, that time I was like, damn, like, I can't live like this. And now, touch wood, finally, you know, I'm slowly coming out of it. And I think I'm out of it. Like, I'm back to being my sassy self, saying whatever. Yeah. But I would like to say to everyone who's watching this, whatever ailments, injuries, whatever you've been through, whatever you're feeling, it's absolutely okay. And you're supposed to feel like that. And you know, as they say ना कि जब तक गिरो नहीं तो उठने का फायदा नहीं है. So and वो feeling नहीं आती सही. So I feel when you break down, you only come back stronger. And I think I have done that. And I would like to keep doing that every time I'm in a situation like this.
This is beautiful. I mean, it takes a lot to even accept it. You know, कि I was feeling this and I was going through this. And things got fucked up, and of course it will. I mean, at this age when, you know, you're at a point where you have to build your career, you dislocate your knees, you come back Calcutta, you leave your job, and then you start a new job again, you go back again, and then you start your life there. Living alone in Bombay is no joke. Bombay is shit expensive.
Oh, don't talk about the expenses.
And moreover, you have a lifestyle. You are a party girl. You love partying. You love enjoying dancing. You love doing all of that. Managing everything alone is not easy. And you somehow managed to do it. And of course, feeling that anxiety, that feeling of being scared, if I do this again, what will happen?
Yeah, absolutely. Like,
it's scary. It's definitely. And I'm glad you came back. I'm glad you left that job. You came back. You took a break for yourself. because if you hadn't, the next job that you would have taken would have again be the
Spiraled.
same
Yeah.
trauma, same thing कि नहीं मुझे मजा नहीं आ रहा, इसने ये कर दिया वो कर दिया. It was pointless.
Yeah.
But tell me, you've worked for how many? 5, 6 years?
Almost 8.
8 years. Okay, 8 years of working, and then you taking a big break. I think it's been 3, 4 months that you've taken
About,
a break.
yeah.
3, 4 months of staying at home. Oh my God, I can't imagine how difficult it must have been for you. Because as a working person, if you ask me to sit down with my knees dislocated, I'm not being able to do anything. I'm dependent.
Yeah, man.
101% for everything. How did you deal with that?
So I would like to say it's not easy. It wasn't easy. It hasn't been easy. But you know, one mantra that I have is life goes on. It's not going to wait for me. It's not going to wait for you. It's not going to wait for anybody. So what helps, I guess, later, not in that moment, because in that moment you don't understand. What helps is that you keep pushing through, because you're like, okay, this is what it is. Now what next? So it takes you a while to get that thought process, but you keep pushing. When you ask me about being jobless right now and taking the break, you know, like, break is not easy. There are days, you know, you break down and you're like, damn, what's happening?
I'm sure.
You know, and also, you know, then there are people who will tell me, you know, you have to start your own thing. Probably friends, including you, told me multiple times to start something of my own. And then there is a part of me that honestly wants to go back to a job. And I have been hunting for a job. Market has been a little
Here and there.
here and there. So things, the right role hasn't clicked as yet. It's not worked out as yet. You know, I keep doing things on the side. Maybe, you know, I have a thing called Party Solutions where I will kind of help you source any party, like, you know, things from the start to end, be it bartenders or whatever, you can source through me. So that's something that is probably keeping me a little sane, because I'm doing something.
But once again, what exactly do you do? Like, is it for house parties or is it for a club party? Give me details about this.
Okay, so this is something like, it's like a side hustle of sorts, which I've been kind of doing for a couple of years. It's basically for house parties or any events, commercial or anything, or weddings and things like that. What I do is I can source you, I'm basically event management broken down into services. So you can book individual services of me or all of it, be it DJs, be it bartenders, be it servers, be it photographers, be it you know, I need to connect you with probably the food caterers or like some home cooks. So it's a combination of all of those things, like MCs or guy for weddings, ya fir they need speakers or they need lights, or you know, anything that is required for any type of party, be it a club party, be it a sit down event, be it like it can all be curated with me. I'm good at the ideation of it also. Obviously selling them the services, but at the same time sitting down and just planning events or planning the flow, I guess that's my strength. So that's something that it just comes very naturally. So that's something that I've been doing.
So do you help people conceptualize a house party? Like, you know, you could play games like this, or if somebody wants to throw a Diwali party or a Christmas party, do you help them plan the whole flow?
If they want me to, if they want me to plan it, of course. Like a lot of the times, it's also like word of mouth, right? Like my friends or friends of friends or cousins, they are reaching out. So you know, we will decide, okay, let's do this, let's do that, let's add that, let's not do this. So yes, I do help them with that. Like I said, this space of events and all this comes very. I'm very passionate about it, so I like planning. I like, you know, like even I'm hosting events with say people or doing. I get very excited. Okay, we're going to do this, and these are the games we're going to play. Like at any normal random drinking night, also I'm coming up with random drinking games.
Been there. Been
Multiple
there,
times.
done that.
So I guess this space is very natural for me. Like I've been. Yeah, I've been associated with this event space from the get-go. Like my mom's into, you know, has her own brand, and then, you know, she does events and you know, products and stuff like that. My brother also is in this line, marketing. He has his own company, which is basically about travel and stuff. So we're very like creative minded like that. Dad is more brainy. He's more about, like structure and like kind of more knowledge on handling the finances and things like that. So yeah, I guess we've been very creative. So this part of me is something that I think I've grown up with. It's just बोलते हैं ना खून में है. It's in my blood.
Makes sense. So technically you were not jobless then. I mean, you can't say that you were jobless. You were working.
So when I say it's a side hustle, it's not something that I'm waking up every day, sitting in my office and kind of doing this. It was just something that if somebody is calling me and trying to book something off me, then I was doing something. But it wasn't it's not a permanent thing, though people advised me to make this into a permanent thing. But I just feel that, do I really want that? I don't necessarily want that for myself yet, I guess. And a lot of people tell me, what do you mean by yet? And sometimes I'm like, maybe I don't want to do a business at all, and I get that a smarter choice would probably be to start something of my own, because like I said, I'm looking for jobs and the right job hasn't clicked as yet, and the smart decision would be just, let's just start. I don't want to, I don't look at it like that. I feel I need to build my brand, like me as a brand, and I guess I'm on the right path to do it. Today I feel very proud with the names that I have on my resume, in the sense of the places I worked in, the roles I've had. It worked out, didn't work out, doesn't matter. Every experience taught me something. So I guess I want that life. I want to be able to be working in a job setup, is what I'm saying right now. Maybe
you never know.
You never know. Some things might change. But I wasn't exactly working. I was doing something on the side here and there. Maybe try and help out mom somewhere. Maybe help my brother come up with some concepts with his company for the travel thing. So maybe I've helped here and there, but it wasn't something that I did full time. So I am losing my hair sitting at home and not doing something properly, not having that day-to-day conversations with clients, or not having that office life. I really miss it. Like this is the longest I guess I've not worked like proper working, and I really miss it. And there are days you break down, right, and you're just like, what am I doing? Why are things not happening the way I want? And if everything's as I imagined it to be, why is it not working out even then?
But sometimes life doesn't work like that. I mean, whatever you think that you should be at this stage right now, at this age, sometimes it doesn't happen that way, because बहुत सारी चीजें हो भी जाती है खुद के साथ, और कभी-कभी आप mentally भी नहीं feel करते हो. You can't push yourself कि नहीं, I want to be here. So like technically, if I say I should have been at A position right now, but right now I am at Y position. Why? I mean, it's been 6 years I've been doing what I'm doing, but why am I still at Y? Why am I not at A? But so many things happens in life that is not in your control, and as much as being a woman is also one thing.
Oh man, I love it.
I mean,
bring it on.
I mean, it gets stressful, because it's not just that work, family, ठीक है. It's not that. Plus we are women, I mean, for us, life is not कि ठीक है चलो बस काम और घर आ गए और ठीक है फ्रेंड्स लोग से मिल लिया, खाली वो नहीं है. अपने को एक्चुअली काफ़ी सारे रिलेशनशिप्स भी देखने पड़ते हैं, चाहे वो पर्सनल हो, पेरेंट्स के साथ हो, फ्रेंड्स के साथ हो, और अपना वर्क लाइफ भी देखना पड़ता है, क्योंकि विथ लाइक आई एम नॉट, हाउ डू आई से, I'm not saying that लड़का लड़का
stereotyping.
I'm not stereotyping कि men don't have to do this. I'm sure even they have to, but with us it's very different, because we empathize also in a very different aspect. If we know that our friends are going through something, it's in our heads and it's always there.
What can I do? What can I do? Talk to me. How can I help?
How do I sort it? It bothers us, even if it's a brother or sister. And with men, they're like, हाँ ठीक है, problem ही है ना, ठीक है, sort हो जाएगा, तो tension मत ले, ठीक है, it's like
and
that.
And here we are like A to Z, breaking down investigation mode. It's like, oh God,
So many things which is also not right, but again, relationships are also very important. I think for us, it is. I mean, it matters. चाहे वो मम्मी पापा के साथ हो, भाई के साथ हो, फ्रेंड्स के साथ हो, वर्क बैलेंस हो, सब कुछ ही देखना पड़ता है. So I think it gets overall very. It's a baggage that you have to carry without complaints. Plus your personal hormonal problems.
Oh God, let's not talk about hormonal problems. Those are real. No one warned us when we were growing up that it's going to be like this.
Exactly. Right from periods to, you having like different hormones, feeling different things. Some days you're being extra emotional, some days you're just overreacting.
Throwing tantrums.
Why did this happen to me? I don't deserve this. I mean, such a nice person, and look at what is happening. It gets
And
me.
the overthinking, it's real, man. Like, I will break down the thoughts that are not even relevant or important
Exactly.
into categories that, like, it's crazy. Like, and yes, periods, but not having periods is a bigger problem.
Am I pregnant?
Or how bad is my lifestyle that I've messed up that kuch ho hi nahi raha.
Exactly. So you worked with Zomato and you worked with District, if I'm not wrong. So how has your experience been like?
So I worked with Zomato. That was the first job that I had into the corporate life and all of that. I've not worked with District. District is what it's become now essentially. So it's my exes have come together. So Insider is the company that I worked at also, and Zomato, like I said, it was my first job. So they've basically come together. It's become like merged together. So that's become District now. So not worked at District, but essentially the two other companies that. So Zomato, my experience was amazing because it was my first job. I was very raw. I'd done some internships here and there, but it doesn't really teach you the real life. So Zomato put, the time that I was there, it put everything together for me, like in the sense of how to deal with clients, how to deal with vendors, how to deal with, your internal teams, the politics that go with it. Also, when you're fresh out of college, when you're at the age of 20 is when I started working here, you're very charged up on emotions. So you think no end of yourself. So I would think like, oh, I'm not here to make friends and fuck off to the world, and I would behave like that. And I wasn't arrogant or anything, but you just have that thing, ki, oh,
Correct.
I am just here to do what I have to do. And so I guess in terms of growth, it taught me so much, man. Like there were tough times, times that work was not happening, there was immense pressure. There were times that things were just not working out, or I'm getting yelled at from my bosses, or like the accounts I was handling, I was looking at their online sales and stuff, almost about 150 200 accounts. So they are calling and yelling ki, oh, what's happening, sales not coming, it's not visible, Zomato mein band ho gaya, ye ho gaya. Because I was handling their growth for social media, like for their online orderings and stuff like that. So it was a pressure ball, high pressure ball that taught me so much, right? And like that, the other companies that I worked at, like I said, Paytm Insider, then I worked at OML, I worked at Abira 91, and things like that. So I've worked with good companies, I would like to believe, like I'm a little proud about it. So I think even at an Insider, right, it's essentially the role that I had was a BD, which was based for the East region, was essentially getting the events on board for the ticketing. But it was so much more. Like all of these companies that I worked with, very cross-functional working, like very startup type working environment. So the header says BD, but you're essentially doing everything.
Correct.
Right? So like from a sourcing to like getting them on board, convincing them, selling them the idea of the commission, blah, 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 getting them on board. At the same time, then handling it once it's on board, growing it, getting it like more visibility on the Insider page or on like Insta, their IG, how to kind of come up with ways to kind of, get that engagement out there. Just basically 360 planning of the getting to the sales,
Managing
and the sales. So I feel my working has been very cross-functional. Matlab, client से भी deal किया है, vendors से भी deal किया है, direct owners से भी deal किया है, have dealt with 5-star accounts, have dealt with stalls on the road. So it's been a very mixed working style. Artists also multiple levels and categories. So I guess each company taught me so much, right? Like today who I am is because of that.
course.
Yes, there were unpleasant experiences also, you know. There were companies in which it was very toxic for me, and when your manager is trying to is just not a good person, I would like to say, or maybe whatever. They might be doing whatever. This was for Insider, if I can be that honest, when I was working there. So it was a little toxic, the working environment, but that also taught me something today. Like,
Of course.
the way, like, probably how I dealt with it then, I will not deal with it the same way now.
Correct.
You know, because I just know how to deal with it better. But having said that, these industries were such, this event space, I love it. I love the thrill that comes with it. I love the workings. There have been days where, you start working at 9 in the morning and you're working till 2, 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
And then you wake up again, and that's the drill. So I love that. I love that engagement. I love the handling, the chaos, the drama, things not suddenly working out, and then you come up with some jugaad to fix it. So I guess working for me has been that. Just trying to, get a better understanding of the work there, growing myself individually, learning more about, digging deeper into the learnings, and just kind of adding a skill set and things like that. So I think that is what work kind of has been like for me, and it's been ups and downs. There are days you break down, there are days you're like laughing through, there are days you're calling your colleague and bitching about.
It's part, it's a whole
part and parcel, or the salary negotiations onto the next job, or then when people asking you, but what did you learn and what's your 5-year plan, just all of it. Like, I feel it's just it has a lot of thrill to it, I feel. And I mean, I have a lot of I feel very proud when I see my journey of what it's been and what's coming. Like, I'm very
Of course.
proud of it. Yeah.
You should be. Because, I mean, this 3 months or a 4 months break cannot decide or cannot judge. People cannot judge you because of that. Ki 4 mahine ka break le li, to I think she's like, she can't do anything, or maybe she was thrown out, which is why she's taking this break. It's good to take break. I mean, people generalize taking break as, oh my god, but it is not. I mean, this 3 or 4 months of break must have given you so much of clarity कि यार नहीं, मुझे तो अपने लाइफ में इस तरीके से चीज़ों को डील करना है और मुझे इस तरीके से बिहेव करना है, which is totally fine. Taking breaks is not a taboo, and it should not be. It should not be. It gave you a breather. Now you are, maybe that time you were not very confident enough, but now you gained back your confidence and you're ready to go. Here I am, and now Nikita is here to kill it. And now nobody can stop her. Like, nobody. No politics can, no toxicity can, no heartbreaks, no any kind of breaks can stop her. It's required.
I should name your channel Non Stop Motivation from RJ. You've pumped me up, girl. Like, you've just given me that.
But it is.
It is. I would like to
say
that it is.
And as much as I feel it was difficult for you these 4 months, because I get it. You see your friends doing so well, you see your family doing so well, and then you feel that, oh my god, I'm sitting at home. So the amount of FOMO,
oh god,
the amount of you feel you being dependent on someone, it takes a toll right here.
Also, Ritika, when you're so used to, like, I've been working for about 8 years, right? I've been used to being very financially independent also, right? So suddenly, not saying that I didn't have support when I needed from my family, but like, essentially I was earning and I was proud of it. I was living off it, so I was very proud of that. And I still am, but then there comes a point like right now that I've not been working. So yes, it's a different, things change, slightly, and you just sometimes, it's hard to accept it. And there are times I'm like ranting probably to you or
Anyone.
to mom or like some of my other close friends, and just like been like, why is this happening and why, and you try and dramatize the whole situation in your head or just overthink. So I'm not going to lie, it does happen. There are days I do break down and I'm just like, but why is it not going as per plan? But then then you come out of it. You have to come out of it,
Yeah.
because you realize you're harder on yourself than you need to be.
Correct.
Because we set those lines and boundaries कि
Correct.
अब तो ऐसे होना चाहिए था, अभी तक मेरे को ये मिल जाना
Yeah,
चाहिए था.
हाँ.
So I guess that just what these 3-4 months has done is just essentially made me realize that these boxes I've made for myself, when I like to think and live outside the box. So I
Correct.
only then again put myself
In a box.
in that box.
Yeah.
So these 3-4 months or whatever it's been since I've been out of my last job, since I left my last job, it just firstly, yes, got me back to feeling myself again. It also has given me clarity of what I want, what I'm
Correct.
looking for, what I am absolutely not looking for. So it's just given me a lot of clarity on those lines, and I miss the work. So now wherever I start working,
You're just going to
I'm
pump
going to
it.
pounce at it.
Like, ab dekho bro. I'm
And you
gonna
want
kill
to give me toxicity, I'll tell you what it is.
Yeah,
Come.
yeah.
I'll tell you how to reply to it. Like
No, 100%. This is beautiful, and this is also in a way inspiring for people who are watching this. कि यार हमेशा मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि करियर में ब्रेक नहीं ले सकते हो. You're allowed. You're literally
absolutely allowed.
But were there people who judged you in this time span?
Of course, there are people come to you, oh, you again left your job, oh, like, why did you leave your job in like a rush, or why did you leave it, or
Shouldn't have done
should have
it.
stayed till you got another one, whatever. And a lot of people did not come from a bad space. They were trying to only just like tell me okay why, and like make sure that I was okay, whatever. But I guess I don't like living by the stereotypical standards of the society. I've never been that person. I've been a rebel by birth. So I guess, yes, there are times I also have these questions for myself. And like I said, people also do. So there are times it irritates you also, dude, I did what I had to, because, it just was what was working better for me. And obviously, I'm like the biggest overthinker on this planet and like the biggest analyzer of self. So I would, yes, it was like, it could be a little hasty when I did put down my papers for my last job, but at the same time, I did give it proper proper thought process of why I want to do this,
Yeah,
or
fair.
so there definitely were people who kind of, some don't necessarily are judging, but then there are some that are obviously judging and trying to
Oh, Nikita. I feel so bad.
Can I help? Can I do something? And I'm
No,
like,
you can't.
You can't.
And I don't need it. If I did, I would have told you.
Also, Ritika, what keeps me sane is now that, like, I'm not limited to one thing. I have multiple things that
Correct.
I love being involved with.
Correct.
Like, be it me being a registered listener at 7 Cups, which I've been registered since 2016, like, it's basically a website where you can help people going through any kind of mental trauma or mental ailments, or just want to kind of talk to somebody, be it a breakup or things like that. So I've been registered there as a listener. So I feel that is like a greater level of digging deeper into that human minds and just like life in general. So I guess I love that, and I feel there are days when I'm just like very irritated or frustrated. I think I go to 7 Cups, because I think just being there for somebody like that, or just to be able to hear them, or just to be able to give an advice or like a peace of mind or just a different perspective, it just makes my day. So I feel all our satisfaction can't be derived from one source, because what we're essentially doing, we're putting a lot of pressure on that one thing, and when it doesn't work out, you break.
Correct.
So I feel you need to kind of understand your priorities, what works for you, and just kind of make life about that. Like you said, I love partying. I love it. I love going out dancing. I love going out for, say, a few drinks with my friends, or I love going for random bowling plans, or I just doing all of that. So I feel it's a very I think my life is also very cross-functional in the way I like living. Like I like giving perspective to people.
Correct.
I like also maybe ranting to my friends or just like chilling, having a good time. There are days I'll break down also. So I feel life has to be a mix of all emotions.
Correct.
Like I called my blog Dark and Twisted. So, so like I feel like there has to be more to life, and if you don't have it, you ought to get depressed and get very like lonely and emotional. And I'm not saying those things don't happen to me, they do, but it just keeps me going, right?
Fair.
So I guess, yeah.
So you're talking about Dark and Twisted. Can you tell our viewers more about it? What is it all about?
So it's basically a blog that I started out of boredom, if that's the correct word, where basically I'm just writing like pieces that are very close to me. I like writing, so I have a very raw perspective towards things, is what I would like to believe. So it's just me penning down those thoughts for everyone to just know what the reality of the situation is, and for people to be able to relate. Like today, I will not, I don't like, keep telling, this is how it's supposed to be, and you're supposed to do I don't like living by those norms and those standards. So I guess you're allowed to mess up and you're allowed to make mistakes, and that's what Dark and Twisted is all about. Is just to give somebody a shoulder to lean on. Reach out if they feel the need to talk to somebody. Always there. I love doing that for people, but it's also just me putting down my feelings, my emotions, my thought process out there. I would want to share that perspective with the audience if I can. It's very like it barely has any followers or anything like that, but it's just that, I guess. That's what Dark and Twisted for me is about. Yeah,
Makes sense. Okay, so you told us just some time back that you're a great listener.
yeah.
So I'm sure, you must have listened to your friends ranting, just vomiting their heart out,
yeah.
telling everything about their lives. I'm sure it gets heavy for you also. As a friend, when I'm listening to my friend's problem, and especially when you're a good listener and your friends know that you would always listen, and especially the whole group knows that. So tell me, do you not get exhausted sometimes? Because you're taking the burden on your head. And as I said, कि मतलब मेरा friend problem में है तो भाई मुझे तो मैं तो सोचती हूँ. How do you deal with that?
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Yeah, because see what happens is now when you're talking to somebody you don't know personally that well, then it's just you don't get that involved. Of course you're involved with giving your opinion, but you're not emotionally vested.
Correct.
But when it's your friend or your family or your cousins or like anything like that, then it's something you get involved. कि
Correct.
मतलब ये मेरे साथ ही हो रहा है, so of course it gets heavy. Of course, when and you want to be there in the best capacity possible for your people, right? So of course there are days it gets heavy and there are times it gets heavy. How I like to deal with it is also, luckily I've been blessed with those kind of handful people that I reach out to when things are heavy. I obviously don't share the problem like
That person has shared.
of the other person, but it just helps to
Yeah.
talk about it, to let it out. I love my me time, so
Yeah.
I will listen to music, like blast the speaker, listen to all music. Like if you hear my playlist, it's from opera to psychedelic to it's a mix.
Here and there.
Here and there. Watch the same Gossip Girl and
Yeah.
Grey's Anatomy 10,000 times. How I Met Your Mother. Do that. Rewind or go rant to my friends. You've heard my rant
Or just
multiple
go
times.
MIA. Totally. That where is Nikita? She's lost.
It's not MIA, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So it's a mix of all of those things. You just need to know how to, what your, for some people workout helps, going for a walk helps, going for a drive or just like fresh air. All of those things are good ways to let out. Just write down, pen down your emotions, best way to release, like best way to release. Or the unconventional, the one that I would not advise, get drinks with your friends.
It
Just
always
refresh.
is.
So yeah, it's a mix of all of those things, man. Like
Beautiful.
life just
Yeah.
happens, man. It goes on.
Beautiful. So, Nikita, what are your thoughts about getting married?
Oh God, this question again. It comes to me today from family, my friends, everyone. Like, you know, why are you getting married? Or your friends are getting married or are married. You're 28. What are you doing? Yeah, I don't want to get married. Like, it's a very, you know, like very rare is when somebody comes to you and say they don't want to get married. I don't want to get married. Like, I have no rush of finding a partner. I don't like of course I want a partner. I want to be with somebody and I believe in love and you know all of those things. But shaadi nahi karni. Like,
Why?
yeah, honestly, why I'll tell you is, you know, again, like I was saying, I believe in love and I want to be with somebody that I love and I all of those things, right? My problem with marriage is the fact that, you know, the legality of it, or you know what marriage as an institution sounds like a very don't know the correct word for it, but it's not a very correct thing for me.
कि बंद जाओ एक दूसरे से, मतलब you're legally you have to be together.
Yeah, my feeling is, like we were discussing at the start also, that today every relation has its own course. It could be a lifetime together, it could be 10 days together, it could be some years or some months together. So I'm in no way trying to imply that I am afraid of commitment or I don't want to be with somebody or मेरे को बंधने में problem नहीं है with somebody, as you know. My problem is with the process of it. I just feel that for me to be in love with somebody and to be with somebody, I don't necessarily have to, you know, prove it to the world ki here, this is my legal document and I am married for you, you know. Like I don't necessarily look at it like that, you know. A lot of people tell me today, all my close people, family, mom, my brother, dad, everyone's like, you know, no, there's no pressure from my parents or my brother or my friends. No, my friends actually pressurize me more, I think. There's no pressure, you know, they're just like, you know, we want that for you, you know, we want to see you like that and whatever. And I'm just like, I also want a partner. I also want to be in a relationship, but I don't want to tie the knot, as they say, you know. I don't want to do it just because I'm supposed to, because that's the societal norms and that's how I'm supposed to be. I don't want to do that, you know. So yeah, I guess if that answers your why, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, fair. I mean, the perspective, it's ये पूरी बात ही perspective to perspective के ऊपर है. This is your perspective. I want to get married.
I know.
I genuinely want to get married.
I don't want to hook you up with somebody. I'm
Yeah.
not finding the correct person.
Yeah, I mean, if I get the right person, I would waste no time. I would love to spend my whole life with that person, and genuinely do.
You're a very emotional person, Baba.
I am. And
You'll hide it under No Bakwas with RG, but
I love the concept of love.
Yeah.
Of being with someone, of trusting someone, of, you know, I know when I get home, that's my comfort space of, you know, being with him. So I love the idea. And I mean, we bang opposites when we talk about these things, but
I would say we're not, because everybody wants the things that you said, right?
Correct.
But the only thing that's different here is you want to make it official.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily believe in the concept of it working because it's official.
fair.
So I guess that's the difference.
Yeah. Correct,
Maybe.
correct.
But I feel you to now high time. Do something.
I'll be yellow, I'll meet a guy, yellow
Biodata
sindoor
भेजो.
और भर दो मेरी मांग. I'll just do that.
एक चुटकी सिंदूर की कीमत, sorry.
तुम क्या जानो रमेश बाबू. एक चुटकी सिंदूर हर औरत का सुहाग होता है. रमेश बाबू.
Oh God, I guess
I think I need to start acting.
You should. Take me with you. Let's do it together. Let's earn some money.
Nobody's hiring us.
Yeah, that's true.
I think we'll have to do it over here only. Non Stop Bakwas with RG.
No bakwas with RG. Sorry, non-stop. Sorry.
Oh, insane. But Nikita, this was a great conversation I had with you, but enough of having all these serious talks.
ज़्यादा heavy हो गया?
हाँ, now let's play some games.
I love games.
ओके निकिता, सो काफी इंटेंस बातें हो गई और अब हम करेंगे चटपटी एंड बकवास बातें विद आरजी, क्योंकि बहुत सीरियस कर
What are we here for?
ओके, सो वील प्ले सम गेम्स एंड आई हैव अ सरप्राइज फॉर यू.
Okay. I'm worried.
Shots, please.
Oh my god.
So this is
I'm worried.
this is like real alcohol.
Honest क्यों ना हो?
Yeah. This is real alcohol. You have to be 100% honest over here. 10 shots for you, 10 shots for me. We're going to play 2 games. Never have I ever. Where if you have done something, that's how we do it. Never have I ever. If you have done it, you take
If
a
you've
shot.
done it, you take a shot.
And you tell a story. Okay,
Oh
that you know
God.
that this is what has happened.
Okay.
And the other game that we're going to play is who's more likely to, where we're going to point fingers that okay, maybe you are most likely to or I am most likely to. And I think this is going to be easy for us because we've known each other for a very
forever.
long time. ठीक है?
But I'm very worried looking at the.
The table looks exciting, guys.
It's very scary also, guys.
Oh wow. I love how the table looks.
Yeah, it's very pink and a lot. Yeah, like some
Thank
fire
you.
has to come in.
Okay, are you ready?
Bring it on.
Okay.
What? I'm worried.
This is latest, okay?
Okay.
Never have I ever stalked my ex's new partner.
Do I know?
Yeah, my ex just recently got engaged.
Ah.
So, yeah. But I wish you a very happy life, both of you.
Of course.
Okay. Never have I ever ghosted someone who didn't deserve it.
Guilty. Very
I'm
guilty.
guilty as
man.
fuck.
Very guilty. Oh, you weren't kidding. There's actually alcohol. I'm very worried.
Story.
So, I mean, I have these phases, right, where I will just randomly
Vanish.
ghost people. Vanish, actually. I'm not. Intention is never to ghost someone. But I just vanish. I'm just like living in my own bubble and in my own world. And where I've forgotten very conveniently for days, sometimes weeks, and then and sometimes months. And then it's so late that there's no point of replying. But I'm very bad. I need to fix this, but clearly I'm doing nothing to fix it. I'm still ignoring people. I'm still not replying to messages. I will not open it. Only my Insta, my Facebook, and my IG. Insta, IG, kyun kya? My WhatsApp.
Nothing.
Everything is pending messages. I'm like, shit, what am I doing?
Where is Nikita? Nobody knows.
So yeah, it's a bad habit. I don't mean to, but yeah.
With me, this happened. I was interning with a photographer in Mumbai.
Okay.
And like that time, it was like a very big thing for me that, oh my god, this photographer, I've got this internship. Yes, I'm
Killing it.
I'm gonna kill it. So then I met a guy. First day of my internship. And I was 19 or 20.
Listen, this is the fact that you started when I was 19 and 20. I know it's going in a direction.
I had no intentions to, but I asked him, do you want to go out drinking? So he said, yeah, let's go. So office ke ekdam nearby space mein we went out for drinking. Now that time we ordered some vodka, shodka, I don't know what all.
Yeah.
And I got drunk. Okay, now like I just know that I need to get home. Like
Yeah.
I just need to go home.
Of course.
Like no matter what. So this guy had gone somewhere and I don't know, out of the blue I took my bag. I took an auto and I was on my way home. I didn't say bye to him. I didn't do anything. And the guy is so nervous. He's scared. He's like, where did this girl go? Did she get kidnapped?
Is she okay?
Is she okay?
Oh God,
He kept calling me. And the next morning, I woke up and I was like, what the did I do? It was so embarrassing. I have no idea how many times I've told sorry to him. I felt like I gave him a very different story because of course I
Yeah.
can't tell him the truth. But yeah, if you're watching this, I'm very sorry. I mean, I had zero intentions to do this.
Oh
I
shit,
was-
now he might watch it.
Yeah, I was just drunk. Sorry.
Also, please, don't do this. It's very unsafe.
I was 19. I mean, I was 19 years old. It's insane.
Yeah.
Okay, never have I ever liked the idea of someone more than the person.
Oh,
I know.
just shut up.
I know. Never have I ever gone back to someone I swore I would never talk to again.
Not in the capacity. Yes, I have.
Oh my god, why am I ahead of you?
Cheers, buddy.
I mean, it's about you. Not me. What the?
No, it's about Non Stop Bakwas with Archie. And no, it's Non Stop Shots with Archie. At this point, oh god. Wow. Do you want water?
I'm just okay. Doing okay.
So moving on to the story.
Yeah.
So not
What
in the,
was the story? What was the question?
have you ever gone back to
Yeah,
someone
okay,
you
got it.
said you would
Got
never
it.
talk to?
Sorry. It's just blame the shots.
Clearly.
Blame the shots.
Already.
Yeah, I'm a baby, no?
Lightweight.
Never have I ever sent a risky.
Guys, we might have to delay the recording for some other day.
You'll do it now.
I'm kidding.
Never have I ever sent a risky text and instantly regretted it.
So many times, yeah. I think impulsive people have these
Cheers
issues.
to being impulsive.
Yeah, 100%. Very random things I have sent and deleted. Very random things. I probably messaged some of my bosses also, and they're like, gave it off and then instantly was like, delete, come back to reality. I'll message people something that's on my mind.
Has this ever happened that you deleted the message but not for everyone but for yourself?
Oh, tell me about it. But luckily though, those were not very scandalous, or those were the people that, if they read it also, it was fine.
Doesn't matter.
Luckily it was never in a situation where things could go down south. But definitely I sent a risky message and gave it off to people or things like that and deleted it. Or by mistake sent a picture that I was sending to someone else. So, yeah, definitely has happened.
Oh, insane. Chalo, let's play round 2. Who's more likely to? Okay. I think this one is for me.
Okay.
Who's more likely to cry during a fight? I'm not doing this intentionally.
She's not. Trust me. Go for it. I will pass you some of mine later.
Who's more likely to give great advice but never take her own?
I take my advice, but I do take my advice.
You give great advice.
I give great advice,
But
but
when
the
it
latter
comes-
part, I don't
But when
agree
it
with.
comes to following your advice,
no, so
you
for
don't do
for
it.
the advice, the great advice, it's me. For not following it, I will give it in the air. It's not me.
No, it's you.
No.
It's you. You have to drink.
This is getting forced, huh? I don't agree.
Oh my god. Okay. Who's more likely to fall for a red flag just because it wrapped well?
I don't think any of us.
Yeah.
Then I will give it to you.
No.
I'll give it to you now.
No.
I'll give it in the air. I don't think
Chalo,
we're
chalo.
not that shallow.
I had given red flag. I mean, my ex.
No, but you didn't, because it wrapped well, you would not with him, right? Like,
That's true.
I mean, all of us have had red flags in
Yeah.
our lives, but we didn't opt for it because it
Correct.
wrapped well. Like,
Correct,
I mean,
correct.
eventually discovered, and maybe that's our type. You know, you never know, but
I like toxic people. Give me toxicity.
just for that, you need a shot.
Who's more likely to say I'm fine when she's clearly not? Stone, paper, scissors. Stone, paper, scissors. Stone, paper, scissors.
Damn you, girl. Oh shit, I'm like,
Now we're in part.
we're even after
We're
this.
even. Okay. Who's more likely to overthink a one-word reply?
Oh. And it's you also. Don't do this.
Don't include me in your shit.
Your Lulus are not in place.
Lulu.
Lulu, Delulu, whatever are not in place. You need to. You're oblivious.
Oh my
Or
God.
something like that.
I've had too much.
Guys, this is turning into something else.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Damn, you're good. I'll have to drink for this. No, I'm not asking this.
Oh, that's cheating. You can't cheat.
Okay. Who's more likely to fall in love with potential?
What do you mean potential?
Like the potential guy that we're talking about, or talking with, or going around with.
Didn't understand. Sorry.
Matlab ki a crush that you're going out with and hanging out with, who's most likely to fall in love? Me or you? It's not about me, bro.
But the answer fits you, bro. You wear your heart on your sleeve.
Yeah, I know.
And I feel you sometimes don't necessarily understand what people's intentions are behind it. And I think I've said that to you in the past as well. But I feel you get very emotionally attached to people very quickly. And that makes you feel you've fallen for them or whatever.
Yeah.
You haven't, but
It's a
you're
feeling.
more gullible
Yeah.
in that sense. So I feel you just feel more.
But I'm sure, I mean, that's a disadvantage, 100%.
It's also an advantage.
But I'm sure, I mean,
Absolutely.
I'll find someone who would never take my emotions for granted.
What necessarily it does for you, these experiences, it teaches you how to navigate better the next time.
Correct.
So, yeah, that's
But
what
I never learn.
You have. I've seen a pattern change.
Yeah. Who's most likely to flirt just to prove a point?
She was picking the shot already before asking. I'm an unnatural flirt. Like, in this, unnatural sounds off. Like, I flirt without having to flirt. Like, I'm very like.
No, if I need to, like if I know a little sweet flirting can, help me get my work
A
done.
little itrana and all of
Yeah,
that.
it's fine. Don't be crazy.
Don't change the topic, drink.
So, I would. I've done that anyways.
I know. Oh God. What's funny is, guys, this is not a show we put on. This is very how it is. Deep conversations, giving gyan to each other, then having fun, and then back to the whole
Yeah.
circle again.
Thank you so much, Nikita, for coming today on the podcast. I think we've learned a lot from you, right from about your life to staying at home for 4 months and what you felt, what you've gone through, to talking about you not wanting to get married and giving us a clear perspective of why. You've given us a clear picture about life and how you can see life in a very different perspective. Also, drinking 9 shots with us because I had 11. This was a great podcast. I think I enjoyed the most today. The most fun podcast I've ever had. Thank you so much. It was lovely hosting you.
Thank you so much, Ritika, for having me, and it was amazing.
Yay! Bye.
Bye-bye.
Also, if you want to follow Nikita Kanodia, the link is below and in the description. And do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe on our podcast because we need your love. So show some love and
Do tell us your favorite part on the comments below.
yeah. Bye.
Bye. It was great, guys.